My friends, I want to speak to you today about something that touches us all, our dreams. Have you ever woken up in the morning shaken by a face, a name, a presence that appeared in your sleep? Perhaps someone long gone, someone you miss, or even someone you don't understand why they keep returning to your thoughts. Let me tell you, dreams are not just empty visions. They can be whispers from the depths of our hearts, reminders placed within us for a reason. When someone appears in your dreams, it means something. It could mean unfinished business, a lesson unlearned, or a soul that still needs your prayers. Maybe it's someone you've wronged. Maybe it's someone who wronged you. And maybe it's a person who left this world before you could say all the things you needed to say. And here they are, appearing in your dreams, not to haunt you, but to remind you. Dreams have long been a subject of curiosity, mystery, and spiritual significance. Throughout history, people have sought to understand their dreams, wondering if they are merely random thoughts or if they carry deeper meaning. Many believe that dreams can be a way in which God communicates with us, revealing things that our conscious minds may not fully grasp. When someone appears in your dreams, it is often more than just a fleeting thought. It can be a message, a reminder, or even a call to action placed within your heart for a divine purpose. There are moments in life when we become so busy, so distracted, that we overlook the deeper workings of the soul. Our days are filled with obligations, responsibilities, and the noise of the world around us. But in the quiet of the night, when we close our eyes and drift into sleep, our hearts and minds become more open to the things we often ignore. It is in these moments that God can use dreams to bring something to our attention, something we may have forgotten or neglected. When a person appears in your dreams, it is not always a coincidence. Sometimes it is a sign that this individual has a place in your spiritual journey, whether through prayer, forgiveness, or reconciliation. It may be someone who has been on your heart but pushed to the background of your thoughts. It could be a loved one you miss, someone you need to encourage, or even someone you have been avoiding. The presence of this person in your dream may be God's way of urging you to pay attention, to reach out, to pray, or to seek peace. There are times when dreams reveal unresolved emotions. Perhaps there is pain, regret, or guilt tied to the person who appeared in your dream. It could be a reminder that there is healing needed, that forgiveness must take place, or that restoration is still possible. God does not bring people to our minds without reason. He is a God of purpose, and even in our dreams, He can remind us of things left undone. The human heart carries many burdens, some that we do not even realize we are holding on to. But when we sleep, when our defenses are down, those burdens can resurface, not to trouble us, but to prompt us to seek healing. Some dreams bring comfort and reassurance. Seeing a loved one who has passed away may remind us that their presence in our lives was a gift, that love does not fade, and that we will see them again. Other dreams may stir our spirits, reminding us to pray for someone we have not thought about in a long time. There are moments when a name, a face, or a memory appears in a dream, seemingly out of nowhere. But nothing happens by accident. These moments can be a call to intercede, to lift someone up in prayer, even if we do not know what they are going through. In Scripture, we see how God has used dreams to guide, to warn, and to reveal His plans. Joseph, Daniel, and many others were given dreams that carried divine messages. While not every dream is a revelation, it is wise to be attentive when someone repeatedly appears in our dreams. Instead of dismissing it, we should ask God for understanding, for clarity, and for wisdom. Sometimes the answer will be clear, a conviction in our hearts, a prompting to act, or a reminder to let go of something we have held on to for too long. Other times, it may simply be a call to pray and trust that God is working in ways we cannot see. Dreams can serve as a bridge between the seen and the unseen, between our conscious thoughts and the deeper movements of our spirit. They remind us that our relationships, our emotions, and our faith are all interconnected. They can awaken us to things we need to face, people we need to love better, and truths we need to embrace. When someone appears in your dreams, do not ignore it. Seek understanding, seek wisdom, and seek God's purpose in the message that has been placed upon your heart. Unresolved emotions and unfinished business have a way of lingering in the depths of the human heart. Sometimes we push things aside, believing that time will erase the pain, the regret, or the questions left unanswered. But the soul does not forget so easily. There are moments when emotions buried beneath the surface find their way back into our thoughts, sometimes during the quiet moments of the day, and other times in the stillness of the night when we are most vulnerable to the things we try to ignore. When someone appears in a dream, it may be a sign that there is something left unfinished, something that still requires attention, healing, or closure. The human mind processes thoughts and emotions in ways we do not always understand. What we push away in waking hours often resurfaces when we sleep, when our defenses are lowered and our subconscious mind is free to reveal what we may not be ready to face. Sometimes dreams bring back a memory of a person we have lost touch with, someone we once held close but allowed time and distance to separate. Other times they remind us of wounds that have not fully healed, of words left unspoken, of opportunities missed. There are moments when a familiar face in a dream is not just a memory, but a reflection of something deeper, an unresolved feeling that still holds power over our hearts. There are relationships in life that do not end the way we expect them to. Friendships that drift apart, family members we lose before we have the chance to say goodbye, conflicts that remain unsettled. The human heart desires peace, but when that peace is disrupted, it can create an invisible weight that follows us, whether we recognize it or not. When a person tied to an unfinished chapter of our lives appears in a dream, it may be a sign that our spirit is searching for resolution. It may be a nudge, a reminder that there is something that still needs to be addressed. Whether through forgiveness, understanding, or letting go, regret is a powerful force. The things we wish we had said, the apologies we never gave, the moments we wish we could reclaim, all of these emotions can linger beneath the surface, waiting for an opportunity to rise. Sometimes, a dream serves as that opportunity. It brings the past into focus, not to torment, but to remind us that healing is still possible. It is never too late to seek peace, even if it is only within our own hearts. There are times when a dream is not about another person at all, but about what that person represents. A lesson unlearned, a truth avoided, a part of ourselves that we have neglected. Healing does not always come in the ways we expect. Sometimes it comes through a conversation we finally have, a letter we write but never send, a prayer lifted for someone who may never even know we prayed for them. Forgiveness does not require the other person to be present. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means releasing the hold that pain, regret, or bitterness has over our hearts. There is freedom in choosing to make peace with the past, even if the past cannot be changed. Dreams have a way of bringing clarity when we are too distracted to see the truth in waking life. They show us the faces of those who still hold a place in our hearts, whether for love, for reconciliation, or for healing. They remind us that time does not erase everything, and that some things require our attention before we can truly move forward. The presence of someone in a dream may be an invitation to reflect, to make peace, to reach out, or to simply acknowledge that there is still something within us that longs to be made whole. There are moments in life when certain people cross our minds unexpectedly. Sometimes these thoughts come during the day, but other times they appear in our dreams. When someone consistently shows up in our dreams, it may not be random. It could be a sign that we are being called to pray for them, to forgive them, or even to reach out and reconnect. There are no coincidences when it comes to the work of God in our lives. He places people in our hearts for a reason, and He may use dreams as a way to draw our attention to them. Prayer is one of the most powerful ways we can respond when someone appears in a dream. Even if we do not fully understand why that person has been placed in our thoughts, prayer is never wasted. There may be struggles they are facing that we do not know about, burdens they are carrying that remain unseen. God may be using that dream as a reminder that they need intercession, that they need someone to lift them up before Him. Some people appear in our dreams because their presence is tied to our past, but others may appear because they are still part of God's plan for our future. When we take the time to pray for those who cross our minds, We align ourselves with His will, allowing Him to work in ways we may never fully understand. Forgiveness is another reason someone may show up in our dreams. There are wounds that time alone cannot heal, hurts that remain hidden in the depths of the heart. Sometimes the presence of a person in a dream is a reflection of unresolved pain, a reminder that there is still something within us that needs to be surrendered. Holding on to anger, resentment, or bitterness does not harm the other person, it only weighs us down. Forgiveness is not about forgetting or excusing what happened. It is about releasing the burden that has kept us bound. A dream may be the way God gently nudges us toward that realization, showing us that healing is possible if we are willing to let go. There are also times when a dream is a call to reach out to someone. Life moves quickly, and relationships often fade with time. People we once cherished may drift away, not because of conflict, but because of circumstances. We may assume they are fine, that they do not need us, that they have moved on. But what if their appearance in a dream is a sign that they need encouragement, that they are going through something we are unaware of? A simple message, a phone call, or a kind word can mean more than we realize. Sometimes God brings people to our minds because He wants us to remind them that they are not alone. Dreams can also reveal areas of personal growth that we have neglected. There may be people who appear in our dreams because they represent something deeper within us, an old fear, a lesson unlearned, a version of ourselves we have outgrown. These dreams may not be about the person as much as they are about what God is trying to show us about our own hearts. Perhaps there is still work to be done, areas where we need to surrender, wounds that need to be healed, or relationships that need restoration. Whether it is a call to pray, an invitation to forgive, or a prompting to reconnect, dreams are not always meaningless. They can serve as divine reminders of the people who have shaped our lives, of the work still left to do, and of the ways God continues to move in the unseen areas of our hearts. When someone appears in a dream, it is an opportunity to listen, to seek understanding, and to trust that God is leading us towards something greater than we can see.